You know, it's one of those funny things that a lot of people don't realize. I exist in this interesting world where I get to do these wonderful and amazing things and entertain you guys. Hi, I'm Jackie Wolf, and you guys are you. And I would like for each of you to like, subscribe, and comment to my content because it helps the algos understand that I am very serious about this. Anyways, I digress. Time to get on with the show. So, hi. Why is it taking a moment to load this? There we go. There we go indeed. Interesting. So, our first story starts off in Indonesia. The Indonesian government blocks online services for Steam, Epic Games, and more, and there are quite a bit of services that are being blocked by this. Quite a bit. Something like almost a million. Due to requirements related to content moderation laws. A range of services, including those Steam and Epic Games, are currently being blocked by the Indonesian government. The block, which also affects the likes of Yahoo, PayPal, believe it or not, Bing, and come after those companies failed to comply with the requirement related to Indonesia's content moderation laws in a timely manner, which requires you to go or to register with the government to be able to do digital marketplace anything. This regulation from the Indonesian government, I am not even going to attempt to read that in Indonesian. PSE, or private electronic service providers, aims to establish a system of all PSEs operating in Indonesia, maintain Indonesia's digital safe, protect public access on all digital platforms, and create a fair system between domestic and foreign PSEs, including terms of tax collection. Isn't it always about taxes? Well, it's about taxes and censorship normally when people do this kind of thing. As reported by Reuters, registration is required under the rules released late November 2020 and will give the authorities broad powers to compel platforms to disclose the data of certain users and allow takedown content deemed unlawful that disturbs public order within 4 hours if urged and within 24 hours if not. Any international companies operating in Indonesia were required to have signed up by this weekend. However, many did not, resulting in their service being blocked in the country. An estimated 191 million internet users will be affected by the bans that are currently in place. There is still a chance that these bans to be reversed, however. As per industry analyst Daniel Ahmed, Indonesia's Ministry of Communications and Information Technology, Cominfo, has reportedly reached out to the companies and failed to conform with the new regulation ahead of the decline to ensure compliance in reverse block. Now, this also includes Bing, Yahoo. I think part of Google is considered in this ban. But what's even better than any of this? What's even better than any of this, darlings? is that while this crazy schnit is going on, this crazy schnit, a lot of people didn't even read into the laws in Indonesia. They technically the laws were stated in a way that would allow or that would make companies have to remove problematic users in foreign countries, thus violating international laws and treaties. But I doubt that would have been enforced. However, I kind of side with companies on this. Government regulation has caused a lot of problems. While I agree with things like the Australian Consumer Protection Clause, I'm not a huge fan of this. This seems like government overreach 101, and I'm not a big fan of it. By no means. You know it's bad when your nose starts itching when you start recording a video? Anyways. Of course, this one's going to ask me for things that I do not care for it to ask me for. Why do you do these things to me, Internet? This one is not video game related, but it is culturally related because, well, MGM loses Tomb Raider film rights. Bidding war begins. Rights holder GK Films considered offers from several Hollywood studios. Alicia Victor no longer starring as Laura Croft. The movie rights for Tomb Raider are currently up for grabs after MGM failed to greenlight a sequel. The Wrap reports that Hollywood giant had until May 2022 to approve a new Tomb Raider film, but its failure to do so means it lost the rights to its IP. Multiple anonymous sources have told the site that there are several movie studios now bidding for the property. And I'm not going to go into like all of this, but I'm going to point out, yeah, as far as video game movies go, dolls, um, it's a very good franchise to snap up if you're in the movie industry. So likely you're going to be seeing advertisements for another Tomb Raider movie, but it's not going to be from MGM. It'll be from somebody else. It'll be from some other company that competes with MGM, which means the next Tomb Raider movie could essentially be a reboot. But yeah, no, Tomb Raider is now up for grabs, and that's basically why I added this. I thought it was kind of cool that you know MGM made a mistake. My dolls, my dolls. Now, I don't know anything really about this feature. I don't have a PlayStation 4. Wait, no, PlayStation 5. Sony ditching PS5 accolades feature nobody used. The feature hasn't seen level of usage we anticipated. Sony is, yeah, well, I just read that. For the unaware, well, most of us, accolades would be awarded to fellow players in online games commended for the gameplay. Teammates and opponents alike would be welcoming, helpful, and more. I don't know if Sony understands this, but most competitive matches I've ever been in, you don't get accolades. You generally get trash talk for doing good. But according to addition by the PlayStation website, the feature is being removed. Probably because it wasn't being used, my darlings. In fall of 2022, the accolades feature on PlayStation 5 will no longer be supported. Reads the website. The feature hasn't seen the level of usage we anticipated, so we're refocusing our efforts. We encourage the community to continue to send positive messages to one another. Again, have you ever been in a competitive video game, dolls? That doesn't happen. Not at all. Sony included a number of user interface features with the PS5, not just accolades, but cards to show suggested activities, in-game guides, and the ability to jump to specific parts of a game, but have found these features to be unnecessary and barely used. Well, it's like there's 100 websites you can go to for a walkthrough. There's a million books you can buy at Books A Million that also do walkthroughs. What's the point? It seems certainly that with the case with accolades, a feature surely aimed at reducing toxicity in online games. Will the PS5 feature be discon? Will any other PS5 Oh, probably. You see, one of the things about that kind of things. Well, there is still shit, but one of the biggest problems with that kind of things is censoring a community and forcing the community to go a certain direction often kills the community. You have to set those base rules at the very beginning. And Sony didn't do that. Sony waited until damn near the end of the PlayStation 4's life to start removing things. But I digress. I have done this quick little video. I'm pleased you guys made it this far. If you did, please like, subscribe, comment. Hugs for everybody. I love y'all very much. Bye bye.